From News on 6, this is Breaking News.
Good evening, I'm Craig Day. We want to get right to breaking news in the Michael Bever murder trial. The jury has reached a decision, has reached a verdict. Let's go right to News on 6 anchor and crime reporter Lori Fulbright with the details. Lori?
Well, Craig, the jury found Michael Bever guilty on all 6 counts, 5 counts of first-degree murder, as well as 1 count of assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Right now, his attorney is giving a news conference over here to my right. He's basically saying they will come back tomorrow, and all they have to fight for now is to try to get this jury to give Michael Bever a life sentence rather than a sentence of life without parole. When we were in court and the jury verdict was read, many of the jurors, most of the jurors were crying. One was sobbing quite hard. The bailiff was handing out tissues. Michael Bever looked down, he looked at the jurors, he kind of almost sank into his chair at one point before being handcuffed. So his attorney right now is saying that they are going to fight tomorrow and ask this jury to give him a life sentence, so there is some chance that he would be out at some point in his life. Of course, the prosecutor, who's walking up right now for a news conference, he is going to be asking that jury for a life without parole. So of course, Ty, can we scoot over our camera? We're going to tune over here and show you guys. Steve Kunzweiler is coming out here right now.
There's no doubt that this has got to be one of the toughest things that any human being can have to go through. Very grateful for the surviving teenager. I think she finally is going to have the opportunity to put some of this behind her. I don't think she's ever going to be able to put all of it behind her, but the reality is she's not going to have to worry about her brother being on the street. So it's satisfying to get through this process, and we're looking forward to having this jury make an appropriate punishment.
What about the sentencing second stage that's happening tomorrow? Obviously, Corbin just shared he's going to be fighting for the jurors to give Michael the possibility of parole. I know you will be fighting equally hard that he would not have the opportunity of parole. Why do you feel so strongly about it?
They punched a knife into their sister's neck. They then went and attacked their mom, gave her 40 some odd wounds to her body. They then hunted down their dad and stabbed him in a bedroom. And then they had the audacity to go and knock on a door to try and lure out those children so they can stab them, so that they can go on some kind of cross-country crime spree. I want to know, when do you want them out, right? When do you want them as your next door neighbor? So, I mean, I don't know how else to respond.
Okay, everybody, as you can see, that is District Attorney Steve Kunzweiler wrapping up a news conference talking about he will be asking that jury to give Michael Bever life without parole now that he's been found guilty of 6 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of assault and battery with intent to kill for nearly killing his sister. So the jurors will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Of course, we will be here, and we will let you know what the punishment phase turns up. Live on the scene on the story in Tulsa, Lori Fulbright, News on 6.
All right, Lori, thank you very much. And of course, be sure to tune in at 6 in the morning tomorrow morning for more coverage of this, and of course, overnight on our News on 6 app. Now back to regular programming.